Welcome to round 4 of the 2011 World Rally Championship from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. This is an endurance test run in the desert mountains that rise up from the Dead Sea. Some of the most unforgiving terrain on the planet, perfect for a World Rally event. The service park headquarters are 80 kilometers south of the capital Amman and rest alongside the Dead Sea, the lowest location on Earth at 400 meters below sea level. The World Rally Championship is a truly global adventure. It's a logistical challenge of the utmost complexity for the teams and event management to transport their equipment from one rally to the next. This was the original route planned to carry the team trucks from Faro, the base for Rally Portugal, across the Mediterranean Sea to the port of Tartus in Syria. However, due to the recent civil unrest in Syria, the proposed route to Jordan had to be changed and diverted via Israel. All was moving according to plan when the container ship carrying essential infrastructure for all the teams suffered mechanical problems en route to Haifa. Then stormy weather further delayed the docking in the Israeli port. As a result of these unavoidable delays, the FIA, the WRC teams and Rally Jordan organisers have revised the itinerary, having been forced to lose the Day 1 stages. Day 1 will now be scrutineering shakedown and the start ceremony in Jerash. All the vehicles and equipment for the pre-event recce were on the container ship, which meant that the rally organisers provided vehicles for all the teams to recce the stages. The determination to get this event underway is driven by the team spirit across the WRC.
I'm sure everybody knows by now that the boat is late and all our stuff, including recce cars, are still there. So all the drivers have just tried to find some kind of 4x4 or jeep to do the recce, and now we are just preparing for the rally like normal. And okay, now we just wait what's going to happen, and if it's going to be delayed, then I'm just going to take some sun and, you know, relax. So it's really no big deal for me, but of course, for sure, I would like to get the cars here and all the equipment here and do the rally.
Sadly, we're in a situation where we've now lost the first leg of the event, but hopefully we can still end it with two really good challenging days, which we know that this rally will throw because of the conditions it's here.
This region is steeped in history. The start ceremony will be held in the Roman city of Jerash. And then there is the Wadi Rum desert to the south, the breathtakingly beautiful wilderness made famous by Lawrence of Arabia. Jordan boasts a landscape of biblical proportions, quite literally. Rally Jordan's power stage is the baptism site where Jesus Christ is said to have been baptized. Another stage is the unforgiving Mount Nebo, where Moses is said to have died and be buried. From on top of these mountains, there is a clear view to Jordan's neighbor Israel. The ancient city of Petra is carved entirely out of sandstone and a wonder of the world.
Check that out.
Mikko Hirvonen took full advantage of the time waiting for the container ship to arrive by making a trip down to this incredible historic site.
That's really, really cool. That's a big door.
You know, it's my third year here in Jordan, and I always wanted to go there. It's such a famous place, and I always enjoyed to see, you know, historical sites and old buildings and temples. So, you know, it's a really good day. I'm really glad I finally had time to go there.
While Mikko and his teammates at Ford also took some time to enjoy the legendary healing properties of the Dead Sea mud. With the extra resting and relaxing out of the way, it would soon be time for the rally preparations to really get moving. At every rally this year, we're selecting a featured driver. This weekend, it's Ford's Khalid Al-Qasimi. The Emirati earned his World Rally stripes on terrain like this here in Jordan.
Potentially, on paper, you should be able to score your best results here, really, no?
No. No. Why is that? When they changed the rally to this area, it works completely different ball game. You know, it's not the same what we used to do. It's good because I started lifting my pace, but if you ask me, every time I participate over here, I never push 100%. Why is that? As I said, it's difficult to read the terrain. And whenever it is difficult, that means you cannot have the full confidence on pushing on a lot of places, a lot of corners. I would like to, but when I will see the terrain going rougher and more ruts, then I think it will be more enjoyable because the action goes over there.
How proud are you to represent the Middle East as a whole in the WRC, as well as Abu Dhabi, of course?
I mean, it is very important for us in this region, for sure, to have one of the rounds of the World Championship. Most of the drivers in the World Championship, the best drivers are, let's say, 90% of them from Europe. And to have someone which actually comes from this part of the world, I mean, covers of the Middle East and this region, it's good for the sport. It's good for the new generation, to help them to have the ambitions that to be future champions, and they can come and compete in the World Championship.
Back to the delivery of the vital equipment to the teams. As the sun set over the Dead Sea, the container ship had docked in Haifa and cleared customs. The wait for the trucks to arrive was finally over at 1:30 a.m, the night before the rally was due to start. The teams had assembled their mechanics and engineers in the service park, poised to unload their equipment from the convoy of 37 trucks, some of which had been on the road since Portugal nearly 3 weeks ago. As soon as the trucks pulled into the service park, it was action stations as the teams would work through the night to get their cars ready for scrutineering and shakedown the following day.
Past 2, 37 trucks just come in here after how many days? Last seen in Portugal. The job is tremendous. You know, what's normally 3 days, we're looking into packing into 10 or 12 hours now. Shakedown starts in 10 hours. But the spirit and everything, we're going for minimum setup, obviously, because everything's shortened. But a huge task to turn the service park into a workable area. But it'll happen. As you see, the spirit in everybody is fantastic at the moment.
Over at Ford as well, the unenviable task of building their entire service area in the dark was well underway.
We've come up here with minimal numbers, just so some of the lads can rest, get everything half ready tonight, get all the service tents up, get some jacks out, and hopefully we can be ready for scrutineering at 8:30 in the morning. So we've got a challenge ahead, that's for sure.
But finally, here they are, and we have the whole night to build all the service area to get ready for scrutineering and shakedown tomorrow morning.
What time will you have this done by?
What time? I don't know. I don't know. We are going to work all night long for sure, definitely.
The teams would indeed work through the night. After the break, find out if they met their deadlines. And also, we look back on the first 3 events of a thrilling season so far, plus all the action from Rally Jordan 2011 Shakedown, as we find out just how well the mechanics have put those cars together. Welcome back to Jordan. It's dawn, and as you can see, the service park is almost complete, but it's taken an incredible effort from all involved to make it possible. The teams have had their personnel working through the night to get as much of the event preparation completed as possible in the time available. With the infrastructure mainly completed, now attention can switch to the cars, with just a few hours remaining to prepare the machines for event scrutineering and then the shakedown test later in the morning. Rally is always a test of endurance, and not only for the drivers and co-drivers.
Since the trucks arrived, I think around 1:30 this morning, we have had about 12 people working non-stop full-time until now, and they are still working to build the whole service back up to be ready for the start of tomorrow.
Sven Smig's clearly exhausted there, and as the Ford team apply the finishing touches to their service area, a separate team of mechanics are working hard to ensure the cars are set up correctly for the unique hazards of Rally Jordan. It has been a remarkable demonstration of teamwork.
Usually we're a bit split up into different areas, but here everybody has to muck in to do everything. We have a very, very short period to get all the kit up and working, and the car's ready for scrutineering this morning.
Are you confident everything will be ready for scrutineering?
Yeah, we'll be there, but you know, it's still not finished. You see, we'll be working through the day, bits and pieces, trying to finish things off, but we'll get there.
With the hard work behind them, attention can now switch to the challenging rally ahead. And how will this new itinerary impact on the drivers' tactics?
It's not ideal. It would have been nice to do the first day, and then I would have only 70 k's of road sweeping, but then if everybody plays tactics, I might be in the same position on the second day as well. So, you know, I don't know in the end, is it going to play such a big part, or is it going to be so much different? So I just need to, you know, go as fast as I can and just forget the whole thing and, you know, hope that I can still fight.
There is a lot of crest, and the base note is so important, but I think I say that almost during all the rally, but especially here there is everything is similar. There is no tree, nothing to get repaired, so yeah, we will have to be fast.
Stages here are really hard surface, and when it's clean, you can actually you can see the braking marks. You are actually leaving the rubber on the ground like on tarmac.
It's so difficult to see where the road goes. You can't see anything. Everything is the same color, and to judge the speed and how much the corner tightens is very, very tricky.
Another thing the drivers are going to have to get used to this weekend is a brand new tyre from Michelin.
Basically, the tyre is, you know, the compound and the tread is the same as in Portugal, but the construction is now stronger. What we tested, we saw really positive results, and I think Michelin has done a lot of really positive work, really good work, and I think we should be sorted out now with the things that you don't need to worry about the punctures anymore.
It's what we wanted. The other one was really fast. I don't know if this one will be as fast as the other one, but it's not the main thing, because we have all the same tires, so it's better to have a strong tire, especially here in Jordan, because if you see how it is, it's a lot of big stones everywhere, even sometime on the road, so it was important to have a new tire here.
With preparations for round 4 gathering pace, let's take a look at the championship standings. Mikko Hirvonen and Sebastian Loeb locked together on 58 points. Jari-Matti Latvala is just 10 behind, with Sebastian Ogier 4th and Petter Solberg 5th. In the manufacturers' standings, Ford lead the way ahead of their great rivals Citroën. Just 10 points separate the two factory teams, with M Sport Stobart 3rd. It has been a fascinating 3 rallies so far this season.